Eddie Murphy is one of the most well-known actors in the entire world. A career spanning many decades, he has been involved in many movies throughout the years, making him one of the premier comedians in the entire world. However, it's been a while since we've heard from the former Saturday Night Live comic. After his roles in Tower Heist and 1,000 Words, Eddie Murphy has then been only part of 3 film productions in the past 8 years. What happened to the megastar who frequently brought laughter into our lives with his outrageous and witty comedies? Well, today, that's exactly what we'll be talking about in our latest video from Morrongo TV. Hello, YouTubers. Today, we'll be talking about what happened to Eddie Murphy. A career retrospective. Before starting his popular acting career, Eddie Murphy started out as a stand-up comedian. As a child, he practiced impersonating different characters, influenced by his childhood hero, the legendary Peter Sellers. On July 9, 1976, he landed his first stand-up performance in a local talent show at the Roosevelt Youth Center. He impersonated singer Al Green while playing his hit track, Let's Get Together. His performance led to working other jobs at other clubs within walking distance in Roosevelt, New York. While some late jobs required him to commute via train, he made the decision to skip school to focus on his comic career. His mother was not too pleased as he kept this from her. Soon after she found out, he was required to attend summer school. In 1982, he released his first album titled Eddie Murphy, which was later a certified gold record and was even nominated for a Grammy. A year later, he filmed a TV special for HBO, Delirious, and gained much notoriety and popularity that led to his concert film Eddie Murphy Raw, receiving a wide release and grossed over $15 million domestically. A life in acting. He first gained national attention in Saturday Night Live and is one of the people who helped bring the show back with his comedic skits. He was known for doing a grown-up version of the Little Roscoe's character, Buckwheat, a show host named Mr. Robinson, and Gumby. He was named by Rolling Stone the second greatest cast member of SNL, behind John Belushi. He made his movie debut in 48 Hours, starring alongside Nick Nolte. Released during Christmas season, 48 Hours became a huge hit and was very popular among fans. During this time, he also became the first SNL cast member to host an episode when Nolte was scheduled to host but had to withdraw due to illness. To this day, no other regular cast member has had the opportunity to host. The next year, he and fellow SNL alumnus Dan Aykroyd starred in Trading Places, directed by John Landis. After starring in box office flop Best Defense, Eddie Murphy gained ground with his first leading role in Beverly Hills Cop, grossing over $230 million. He also starred in the sequel Beverly Hills Cop 2, which earned even more, around $300 million, and collaborated once again with John Landis in Coming to America. Gaining success in the 80s, he would use this momentum to achieve even greater heights in the 90s. Things went off to a rocky start as Beverly Hills Cop 3 was considered inferior to its predecessors. Although he did find box office success with films such as Boomerang and Another 48 Hours, it didn't reach the levels he was accustomed to in the 80s. He regained his form with his role in The Nutty Professor, both a success critically and commercially, which saw Murphy play several roles in the same movie, like his idol Peter Sellers. He followed that success by starring in family-friendly films such as Mulan, Dr. Dolittle, and entered the 2000s with roles in the Shrek series, Daddy Daycare, and Haunted Mansion. He had his share of box office flops as well as the films Holy Man and Adventures of Pluto Nash were seen as failures, with the latter being one of the biggest money losers of all time. He did, however, star in Dreamgirls, a role which won him a Golden Globe Award and pre-Oscar buzz. Critics have said that it is his best work to date. He also nominated for an Academy Award in Little Miss Sunshine, but also starred in a negatively perceived film in Norbit. He famously exited the Academy Awards when he lost to Alan Arkin. A brief exit from the spotlight. While the movie like Norbit, Meet Dave, and Imagine That get negative reviews, Eddie Murphy bounced back yet again with his performance in Tower Heist, starring alongside Ben Stiller, and Eddie Murphy enjoyed spotlight fame once again. It was short-lived, however, as his next film, 1,000 Words, did poor commercially and critically, and he did not star in another film for over 4 years, till his role in indie film, Mr. Church, which was also seen as a critical flop. Eddie Murphy then exited the spotlight as he was strongly contemplating retirement. He said on numerous occasions that when he turns 50 that he would like to retire and focus on himself. Film critics were very unforgiving when it came to Murphy's work in recent years. With the exception of Tower Heist and Shrek Forever After, his recent work was seen as stale and lazy, and it was their perception that he may have been losing form over the years. It is cited that one of the reasons Murphy has not been as successful as before is due to how the times have changed and how the taste of audiences changed as well. Murphy was always known for performing outlandish comedic roles. Comedy that for a time may have been the best thing out there. Over the years, in the more sensitive world we live in today, is seen as offensive and wrong, which has played a big part in Eddie Murphy's slow descent from popularity. In 2015, Murphy attended Saturday Night Live 40th anniversary special. Chris Rock introduced him in a special tribute. He was greeted with thunderous applause and a standing ovation from the fans and the actors in attendance. Although some fans were disappointed that he did not do any of his iconic skits, nor did he make any jokes, it was a heartfelt moment, honoring one of SNL's best. It had been 35 years since he had last appeared on SNL. In that same year, he was honored with the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor at the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. He did star in critical and commercial flop Mr. Church. Most people thought that it was his last film and that he was way past his prime from his success in the 80s, 90s, and even 2000s. He took time off yet again and did not appear in any film productions for the next 3 years. While most people were writing him off, he shocked the world when he produced and starred in the Netflix original Dolomite Is My Name, which was met with overwhelming praise and critical acclaim. It is seen as not only Murphy's best in recent years, but perhaps his best of all time. He cemented his already set legacy even further with his performance and quickly shut up the critics who deemed him finished. He capped off that year by hosting SNL. Promoting his film Dolomite, his hosting duties was a huge success, as that episode of SNL is the highest watched episode since 2008. He set up to reprise his role in Coming to America with its sequel, Coming to America, which is finished production and is set to be released this year. He is also going to reprise another iconic role by starring in the 4th entry of the Beverly Hills Cop film series. His career has had its share of ups and downs, from critical success and box office fame to flops and poorly received movies here and there. While nobody knows what the future has in store, if there's another notorious Eddie Murphy flop waiting to be released. It is clear, however, that Eddie Murphy will do things the only way he knows how to do, as he has for nearly 4 decades, charming his way into our hearts, his way. And that concludes our video for today. Thank you once again for watching, as it is our pleasure to deliver to you content that will inform you as well as put a smile on your face. Please feel free to hit the like button if you enjoyed our video, and we encourage you to leave a comment below and talk about how you feel about Eddie Murphy's career. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click on the notification bell to be updated with our content. This is Morrongo TV. Thank you for watching, and until next time, fellow YouTubers.